So today we will be talking about Auto PLI scheme and various aspects related to the same. First one being the objective of the scheme. Second is the eligibility criteria for various applicants. Third one is minimum investment and incentive calculation. Fourth one being the major challenges around the Auto PLI scheme. And lastly, who are the applicants of the scheme as of now. So starting with the objective of the scheme. The objective of the scheme is to promote electric vehicle and hydrogen fuel vehicle, and also at a component level they want to promote the advanced automotive technologies. Also, the government is hoping that this will get approximately 45,000 crores of investment in India in the next 5 years, and which will ultimately lead to 7.5 lakh job creation in auto sector itself. So if we discuss about the structure of the scheme, the applicant has to make a minimum level of investment, which is in OEM case it is 2000 crores, or in component scheme it is 250 crores in the next 5 years. Then they have to sell specified products, and on the incremental sales value on annual basis, some percentage of incentive will be given to the applicant. So this is how the scheme will work. Now let us talk about the eligibility criteria. So basically the eligibility criteria is divided into three parts. First is the group revenue, second is the investment in fixed assets, and third is the minimum investment commitment they are ready to make for the next 5 years. These three criteria are specified differently for OEM manufacturers and component manufacturers. Also, the eligibility criteria states few additional aspects for new entrants in the auto sector, because they won't have any sales in the base year and they won't have any all existing investment in the base year itself. So there are additional rules for new entrants. So now let us come to the investment criteria and incentive calculation. So the investment has to be made in 6 consecutive years, starting from 1st April 21 till 31st March 27. Now let us discuss about the incentive calculation. Incentive has to be calculated in 2 steps. Firstly, it has to be checked whether the applicant has made the specified investment as committed by them in the application process. Secondly, in case they have made the investment, then we need to check whether there is a minimum increase in the sales value from the specified product. If there is increased sales from the base year, that is 1920, if there is increased sales, then a specified percentage of incentive will be given to the applicant. In case in any given year of those 5 years, the applicant fails to make the investment or generate incremental sales, then they will be disqualified from the scheme for that particular year. For example, if I was not able to make the investment in the second year, or I was not able to generate incremental sales, then I will be disqualified only for the second year. In the third year, again I will be checked whether the investment has been made and increased sales value is there or not. If the conditions are met in the third year, then I will be able to claim the incentive in the third year. So as visible on the screen, there are chances of getting incentive of 13% to 18% for OEM manufacturers, and similar slab rates are available for component manufacturer as well. So now let us discuss few challenges which are there in this Auto PLI scheme. One of the key requirement of Auto PLI scheme is 50% domestic value addition. As of now, Indian markets doesn't have much manufacturers of components required for an electric vehicle. It is a great challenge to ensure that 50% domestic value addition happens. But it also means that any company cannot claim the benefit of the scheme by just importing the vehicle and selling in Indian market. They have to make the investment, they have to produce the goods and services in India and then sell it to claim the incentive. But 50% domestic valuation remains a challenge. Second is scheme fund allocation. The scheme fund is of 26,000 crores. However, there is no clear guideline how the scheme fund will be allocated. For example, one applicant who already has a very nicely built space for the electric vehicle, they have the investment already done and they have the capability ready, they can sell it off in the first year itself to claim the maximum benefit. However, there will be some players who will be investing in first and second year and ultimately deriving sales in third or fourth year. So there is no clear-cut guidelines what will be the fund allocation year-wise. In case the fund gets exhausted in first or second year, then there are high chances that in the third and fourth year we won't get much of benefit. So that is an open challenge in the scheme. So the third challenge is investment. In case we are committing so much of investment and we start making the investment in first and second year, and in the third year we end up not being able to make the desired sales, then there won't be much of incentive from the government. So all the risk remains with the companies, and the investment has to be made irrespective of the fact whether they are able to generate the sales or not. Lastly, let us discuss about the applicants. So it has turned out that 115 applicants are there for this auto PLI scheme. It is a matter of time that we will get to know that who all are selected. However, there's one thing to be noted, that is there are 9 new entrants willing to come in auto sector and willing to produce electric vehicle for India. So that is something to be looked upon. So that was all about auto PLI scheme. I hope I was able to add some value points in last few minutes. Thank you so much.